Okay, are you good here, Tony?
I'll move over one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, you're on.
Why is
Right.
that?
Right.
Ian.
You can, or you can give it to Scott.
You want to sit next to him?
I don't know.
Who's over here? Ian?
Kathleen.
Oh, okay.
Chase it, chase it.
We're moving over one step.
Good evening. Welcome to the
Want to be more.
August
More
20th,
today here.
2018 edition of the Zoning Board of Appeals public hearing, where we're going to hear two different appeals. 2174 5 William Street and 2176 74 Leonard. Hi. One piece of business is that there are 5 board members. Takes 3 positive votes to pass a motion, which is the majority of a 5-member board. There are only 5 of us here. I live within 500 feet of 5 Williams. I live on Couch Street. Our rules state that if we had an alternate here, it would be, they're very simple, the alternate would come in and I would sit down. Our rules state that if you want to have a full board, you can allow that rule to be waived about me not voting because I live within 500 feet of your residence. And so you have a full board. Otherwise, I would recuse myself and you'd have 4 people voting, need 3 votes from 4 people as opposed to 3 from 5. Not that I think it's an issue anyway. Do you have a problem with me?
Or they can postpone.
No, okay. Okay. So, we're going to take these in the order in which they're on the agenda. So we'll go.
Much
Can you tell me
better.
how you say your last name?
Garabedian.
Garabedian?
Garabedian.
Garabedian. Come on up and have a seat. This is a Class B variance to allow a 6-foot fence in the front yard. And yeah, you can come sit up there too. That's fine. You both get to talk. You're on here too. You're Yvonne?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're on here too, so yeah, come on up. And in a nutshell, you want to have a 6-foot fence within 25 feet. It says of the sidewalk, it's really the property line, which we consider the sidewalk to be. Front yard, the required front yard setback is 25 feet, even though the front of your house is not 25 feet back. So having the fence within 15 feet of it means that it's in the front yard. Now, you're not coming any further forward this way, correct? It's all going back that way. And did you start it and then realize you had a problem?
Exactly, yeah.
No problem. At least you didn't finish it. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have any questions about it, but I'm going to open it to the board first to see if anybody has any questions regarding the application. They've answered no to all the questions as far as it being problematic, and we would have to look at the seeker. Does anybody have a question about this? No.
So there's an existing 6-foot fence behind the house?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay. So you just come out and take it down? All right.
it's not,
Right. Right, they're not going to come any further forward.
well, yeah, the porch goes further than the fence does, so it's not.
Right.
Okay.
Well, you're even with the front of the house,
That
not the
house,
porch,
right.
which is even further back.
Back because it's kind
Yeah,
of.
sure.
There's the corner of
Uh,
the house is tough.
Are we bracing for next weekend, by the way?
Yeah.
I'm at, by the way, I live at 40, just so you know, I live at 47 Couch, if you ever need something. This is separate from this, but,
Yeah, thank you.
have you been there long?
10 years now.
Yeah, huh. Okay, I'll see you, I'm sure. But anyway, does anybody have any questions? Okay.
Anything
I'm
from
gonna
the
open the
neighbors?
public, huh?
Did we have any correspondence from neighbors?
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that in a second. First, I'm gonna do public hearing. Anybody, do you have any comments about this? Public? No?
you have a copy of that?
Closing the public hearing portion. Dear Ron and the ZBA board, just a note to let you know that Mrs. Virginia Gilbert Reardon fully approves of any fencing variance requested 5 William Street may need to protect its property from any nearby multifamily rental situation. Please approve this variance request. That's Marissa Gilbert as power of attorney for Virginia Reardon, owner of 6 William Street, Plattsburgh. Marissa was a previous zoning board member, now on the planning board. So that might just tip the scale, right?
I was
Anyway,
actually wondering if there was anything against it.
We have to do the short form environmental seeker. You've got yes, but you didn't list them, so we're gonna list under question 2, ZBA and building permit, okay? We're gonna change that. No big deal. And otherwise, it really is, I mean, unless somebody can think of something, the fence, I don't think we've ever had a fence that have any environmental impact, have we? So, if everybody's looked through and examined this, I'd like to have somebody make a motion regarding questions 1 through 11 and my ability
Do
to.
these have to go to the county?
Yes, it did.
Is it in here?
It was deemed local issue, no comment.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have that in our, okay. So, I'm looking for a motion.
I'll make a motion in regards to Appeal 2174, the short environmental assessment form, after review of Part 1, that Part 2, questions 1 through 11, be checked no or small impact may occur. And as a result of that, that the chair check the box that we've determined that the proposed action will not result in any significant adverse environmental impacts.
A second.
Second by Kelly. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so that's signed. If there's no other questions, I'm looking for a motion regarding the actual variance.
Okay.
I'll let you try and pronounce the last name.
Oh, jeez.
You good?
I make
Yes.
a motion for appeal number 2174 from Mr. and Mrs. Garabidian to approve for a Class B variance to allow for a 6-foot fence in the front yard that sits within the 25-foot
Right.
setback,
Maybe saying starting 15 feet.
starting 15 feet from the property line. A second.
Second. Okay, so this is with the papers. This is 2174, a yes vote is to approve. You gotta fill all that in, make sure you-
Just giving his well wishes.
Yes, he is.
You wanna count?
Yep. Yeah, 5 yeses.
5 yeses, you're all set. And thank you very much for really participating in the process. I went quickly, sometimes they're not so quick. But, and it might seem not silly, but it's good because then people can't just put up something next to your house. Although you're certainly fine, and you're all set, just get a building permit from Joe, from the building inspector's office for that, you're all set to go. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I'll see you in the neighborhood. Bye-bye. Next, Betty DeRoche and Dennis Smith. Come on up. And this is to cover existing front concrete stairs with a composite deck and change orientation of stairs. And size deck will increase to 6 by 8. Joe, what are they allowed?
They're actually allowed 6 by 8, but the stairs need to be incorporated into them. So
Right.
it's really the stairs that are the problem. Not every place is entitled to 6 by 8. It's based on quarter of the width of the wall and a fifth of the depth. But in this case, it would be allowed. The platform would be 6 by 8, but the stairs would have to be incorporated into that.
Right. So the stairs, this will be how high? Is it still gonna be the same 3 or 4 steps up or something?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
It's-
there might be
it's
3
probably
treads, 4 risers,
it's gonna be 4 now, yes.
4 treads?
Because of the,
Yeah,
the step out of
right,
the
so
front
4
door is higher than.
4 treads. So it's about a 4 foot by 3 foot or 4 foot stair, 16 square. Maybe it's gonna be a 4 by 4 set of stairs? The
No,
stairs
the
is,
stairs are gonna be the width of the deck, it's gonna be the whole width, the 6 foot.
oh, the 6 foot, I see. Okay, by 4 riser, 4 treads.
Yes.
And that will come, well, it's gotta fit from the garage door over, right?
Right,
Okay.
And the stairs are gonna be
Actually,
coming.
you're gonna, it's gonna be 3 treads. It's gonna be 4 risers, right, because you're just coming up to the bottom of the door.
well, I'm going up a little bit on the deck because.
Right, so you've
the
only
step
got,
out is too
you've got
high.
2 treads and a platform.
There's gonna be 3.
Right, you know what I'm saying? It's, and a tread is 11 inches, so it's not even a foot, but, so it's gonna be 33 inches by 6 feet. 2'9" by 6 foot. I just want to be, I suppose we call it 3 feet just to be safe, right?
Yeah.
6 foot. I mean, there is no public hearing because there's nobody here except you. I'm closing the public hearing. Questions from the board?
The stairs that you're, it says here that you're changing the orientation of the stairs, so they're coming out onto the driveway?
Yes.
Okay, and they're gonna start right where the driveway starts?
They're gonna, yes. Yep.
Right.
So you're just getting rid of the hedge, coming out 6 feet, going down, and then stepping, so you step
I
on
may go
it.
to the left a little bit.
Yeah, well, it gives you more landing.
Yeah.
The older
Yeah.
hedges.
The hedges are going, the sidewalk there, the stones are gonna go away. And we'll probably wrap it with hedges after, with shrubs.
Yeah, because if you go the 8 feet, I see the 6 feet is to come out this
Right,
way.
it's to cover the existing steps.
It's because.
What's that?
when you-
The 6 feet is to cover the
Right.
existing steps.
And then the 8 feet,
Is the length of it.
right.
And then the steps will come off of that.
Are you gonna go a little further to the left? or
Yes,
the-
I'm gonna go a little bit. I think, last time I measured it was about a month ago, but about a foot to the left.
About a foot, yeah, okay, so it's not, right.
To accommodate where the steps are.
Right, yeah, I understand.
If you're going right over the top of the cement, you're not getting rid of it? Smart.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
that'd be-
I
just-
jackhammered the back and I'm not doing anything.
the
That
concrete
hurts.
funneling, that's the
For-
thing, is the bottom of the
I got
concrete
an
steps
electric
is
one on this
crumbling
too.
and
Uh,
it's-
Yeah, you can see there's a big chunk off the bottom left where the railing is.
Yeah.
Well, you don't wanna step, you don't want that last riser to step right even with the driveway. It's gotta be over a little bit. In other words, you don't,
Yes,
yeah, you know what I'm
There's
saying?
gonna be a
They're
slight,
not being-
Right.
well, probably another.
Well, here's the point, I guess, in a sense. They're allowed a 6 by 8 deck, and the only issue is the stairs. A 3 foot by 6 foot variance for stairs, which I think, and I like, and they're not, well, the other thing is, I wouldn't like it as much, frankly, if it was a 6 by 8 or whatever variance into the front, if it was still coming off the front. It's coming off the side, so. Anyway, any other questions for the board?
There's no
Do
secret.
we?
The plot
Is
plan
there no
here,
secret?
the 35 feet, is that from the curb?
No, we don't have a short one.
Oh, yes, it is, I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's no sidewalk on that.
There's no side.
Where is the property line on those streets?
Oh, there's no sidewalk on
You
the
don't
other
have
end.
one, do you?
It's typically
There's no
about 12
sidewalk on the
feet
other
from
end?
the curb.
There's-
There's a sidewalk, yeah, on the other end of
Oh,
So if it's 12 feet, we're going
Yeah.
into the front yard setback?
Um,
It's just to the bottom of the steps.
It's
That
not
is-
Say it
going
again?
further
That-
front
that's
than
the current
existing
steps. It's not going out.
Either
That's right,
way, Scott, they're going into the front yard setback.
right, yeah,
One
when
way-
that coming
All
up.
the houses in
Right.
that row are right to that front setback. And this is This projection section in our ordinance talks about projections being allowed into that required setback. So this 6 by 8, the entirety of it could be into the front yard setback,
And that's allowed by
and
code?
that's allowed.
Okay,
The issue is the stairs.
okay.
It speaks about ground level decks, landings, and stairs.
Well, as you can see, when you came the other day and I opened the door, it
Yeah.
just shoved you off the landing.
Yeah,
That's what we're trying to
yeah.
address, is
Yeah,
because
right.
when you open the door, if somebody is on, on the landing, that person has to step back in
Right.
order for the door to really be open.
Mhm.
Trick or treaters are.
I was gonna
We
say,
just take the glass out of the door.
Yeah.
the UPS guy doesn't like it
No,
either.
no, no, right, right.
Oh, they just throw stuff on it anyway.
It's just trying to.
We're just waiting for her to do, she took the seekers to copy because you don't have one in your application.
Yeah, so
So I thought
funny,
we didn't have to do one,
funny
since it
enough,
wasn't in here.
I stopped there the other day to
No,
talk to him.
Done for everything, right?
It was-
Huh?
it
Everything
was
has to
raining.
happen.
everything,
And,
any area variance,
Yeah, he
everything else
opened
has
the door, I
one
had
in the
nowhere to
water
go,
short.
and standing in the
No
rain.
matter what.
Well, there is an overhang.
There's a little bit of an overhang, but the door, when you open the door, it takes up that whole
You
land.
have to
There's
back
really no
off,
place to.
yes. You have to back off.
I did the same thing when I jagged.
Figured as long as we're
I didn't
having
know
to
what
replace
the
the
setbacks.
concrete,
The city
well, I
was like,
suppose we could repair the
15,
bottom of
20
the
feet in the
concrete where
air.
it's falling apart, but I
it's
would
like,
be
wow.
patching it again
Yeah.
for,
Yeah.
Something in the middle of the road and
just trying to make it look better.
How long have you guys been dealing with that front door like that?
Oh, let me see, my daughter is 30, almost 36, so 35 years.
Really?
Wow.
It's fun bringing groceries in there and stuff like that?
There's still a garage.
We're just waiting for the,
What did I need up?
she had to go, there's another part of the application, the short form seeker. Didn't get in our copy, so she's making copies so we can approve them.
You had completed it. We
No.
hadn't made
Did I
the
miss making a copy of it?
It's not the variance, it's the, whether or not you're gonna have an environmental impact. You know,
No.
You
are
wanna
you
vote on
gonna
it?
generate any PCBs? That's the question, right? But anyway, we gotta wait.
Did you guys buy that from the Smiths
Yes,
all those years ago? That's
Yes.
that's where my best friend grew up, yeah.
It's messing up my record time.
I know.
That's Billy?
Yep, Steve,
I didn't know
I
that.
worked with Sid
Sid?
at the mill.
I found Billy's name scribbled in the basement.
Aw. That's cool.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that's good. A couple of longtime owners there.
Actually, I think that's it. Just us and the Smiths.
That's it, huh?
Oh, really? Since the house was built?
Yeah, I believe that it was Sid Smith that
Probably
had originally had the house.
late
Wow.
60s.
Mid-60s.
Yeah, but a lot of the houses were moved from the college.
Yeah,
in that
but
area.
Hillcrest was done in 65. We built on Hillcrest in 65. That's the next one up.
Because we were the second house on Golden in 69. A few years ago. Thank you.
Man?
Okay, so we have the short form seeker. And number 2 is not no, it's yes. And it's a ZBA and building permit. ZBA variance and building permit. Okay? Otherwise, I don't believe that the deck has any environmental impact. I mean, I've looked at it now briefly, but I did look at it. If anybody doesn't have an objection, I'm looking for a motion regarding part 2.
Steve?
ahead.
I'll make a motion in regards to Appeal 2176, in regards to the short environmental assessment form after review of Part 1, that the Part 2, questions 1 through 11 be checked, no or small impact may occur. As a result, the chair may check the box in Part 3 that the proposed action will not result in any significant adverse environmental impacts.
Okay. Seconded by Kelly. All in favor?
Aye.
All in favor. If nobody has any other questions, I'm looking for a motion.
I'll make a motion for Appeal 2176 for Bette DeRocher and Dennis Smith at 74 Leonard Avenue to approve a Class B variance for a deck that will project into the required front yard by 2 feet?
6.
6 feet.
Everything, he said everything on those houses projected.
Okay, seconded by Steve. So a yes vote is to approve with a sticker. And it is 5 yes votes, you're all set, get your permit, build your porch.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. That's good. Thank you. Scott, can you go ahead?
Yes, from years, and she was married to Mike Kirk.
Huh?
She was married to Mike Kirk
Oh, I know.
originally, and the Kirks were were good family friends with our family, so
Uh-huh.
I knew her from then, but,
Yeah, there you go.
but then all hell broke loose when,
No,
Worse.
I used
Yeah.
to deal with the whole family together at one point, it was tough. Okay. Anybody have it? Minutes we got, right?
we have minutes. Did we approve June minutes?
Sent them out to everyone, May and June.
Okay, that's why I had them on top of my thing. Oh, I did have May and June with me.
So what copies, can we go print them?
I have them at home,
Okay.
Yeah,
just didn't bring them. Did you just look through them?
I had looked through them, yeah. Yeah, when they came through, I looked through them. I didn't have a problem with them. If you want to read through them.
I
Okay.
trust you.
Do we have enough for May, Ron, myself, Katie and Kelly? Okay. I'll make a motion in regards to the minutes of May 21st, 2018, to approve them as written and submitted to us.
A second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
18th, Ron, me, Kelly, C. Okay, we got enough there. I'll make a motion in regards to the June 18th meeting minutes, that they be approved as written.
Second it.
Yeah, I emailed them to everyone. I can go print them. Go ahead.
Go ahead. That's right, yeah. Go ahead.
He did it, or I seconded it, so we're good with that.
For June
For
18th.
June.
You second it?
Yep.
She did.
All in favor?
Aye.
Now July?
July, I just,
I didn't see
they were
anything.
just handed to us.
I don't see anything that stands out.
I like this.
I'm gonna get you all one.
Yeah, I don't want one. That'd be crazy.
Gotta see what that does to cats.
Yeah.
Makes
I don't
them
have
free.
that.
Oh, yeah. You can knock over a lot of things.
Okay,
Do we
so
have 1, 2, 3? So 3 of us here.
July one, you're okay?
I'll make a motion in regards to the meeting minutes of July 16th, 2018, that they be approved as written. And
Second.
Kelly, you have to second it.
Yep.
All in favor?
Actually, only 3 of us were there.
Oh, you can vote on it, it's only the 3 of us, right?
Us 3.
Right,
That could vote. You couldn't even second it, Steve. Kelly seconded
I
it.
second
He
it.
wasn't there, right?
Right.
Yeah, but I thought we were just approving the minutes, though.
Yeah, but you have to have been
You
at
have
the
to be
meeting.
there.
You have to be at the meeting that you're
You
approving.
want,
Right.
you know,
I
if you
believe
wanna
it.
have the fun, you gotta show up.
I believe it. I was having too much fun, that was the problem.
You gotta reap the rewards, you know? All right, does anybody have any other business? Looking for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I second it.
Seconded by Steve. All in favor? Aye. Okay, we're adjourned. You can turn it on.
Is that our quickest yet? It's gotta be close.